So the GWS Giants have a new set of jumpers for season 2021, and to be honest, I'm still not sure how I feel about it. I was definitely someone who liked their previous jumper, I think at least their home jumper anyway. They never really got it right with their away or clash jumpers, you know, the white ones they had. But for their home jumper, I thought they had something that looked pretty cool. It was really unique, especially compared to Gold Coast, who just had the kind of bland, basic jumper that they have. The Giants was like a nice blend of unique with a traditional design somewhat. Now, in saying that, their previous home jumper, while a cool design in theory, in execution they never really got it quite right. It had like weird misaligned side parts, and the G didn't go all the way around to the sides, so there was this weird gap. So there were definitely problems in the creation of the jumpers, but the design itself was pretty cool. Now, this new Guernsey I don't think it's a bad looking jumper necessarily, like, you know, the colors work well together as they always have, but when you break it down, it really is just a Brisbane Lions jumper with the Giants colors and logo switched out. Like, it's the same design. And I know in the AFL we have the same designs, like Collingwood, North Melbourne. They basically all have the exact same design, just recolored. But I think, you know, with the team, especially the new teams like the Giants, they want a unique identity. If I was going to fix this design, I would not have the G in the center of the jumper. I don't think that looks particularly good. I think it's just a little basic. But I think the big problem, like I said before, was that the back of the GWS jumper was orange and the front was like mostly black. What I would do is take that old GWS jumper, but get rid of the orange on the back, make it a mostly black Guernsey with black shorts, or charcoal black, whichever one you want to call it, and then have that orange top half on the front cut off at the top of the back of the jumper, if that makes sense. For their new away or clash jumper, I guess it is, they've gone for the orange with the charcoal or black G on the front of the jumper. Now, for those of you who remember, this was a jumper that they put forward when the club originally launched, when they first kind of unveiled their logo and their team colors and their name. And I think, look, just as a design in and of itself, it looks like a training jumper, to be honest. Now, I don't mind them going for an all orange jumper, but it only works if you have mostly black home jumper. Then you can have orange as your clash jumper, and it means you don't have to have a white Guernsey. I do also have to point out one of the most baffling and weird design decisions I've ever seen in recent times. And there's been a few like really weird jumpers we've seen over the years, but like just a weird design element is the white outline they've got around the G on this orange clash jumper. It doesn't make any sense. I guess maybe it's their way of like putting white on this jumper so all colors are represented, but like it does not work at all. It looks terrible. You've got two colors in the black and the orange which contrast well on each other and against each other, so you don't have to put any kind of stroke or outline around the G, but they have, and it looks weird and terrible. So get rid of that at the very least. If this is the jumper you're going to wear, at least get rid of that ugly white outline around the G logo. Having an orange jumper as their clash makes a lot of sense and works really well and is a good idea. But again, go back to that original design and alter it in some way so you have a mostly orange jumper with maybe a little bit of black or a little bit of white, depending how you want to balance out the colors. Now, I believe what the Giants also said when they announced these new jumpers is that when they need to wear a white clash jumper, they will wear their Indigenous jumper from last season, which is fine, but why have an orange clash jumper if you're going to still need a white jumper? Like, there's still a fair few teams that it seems like they're gonna have to wear a white clash jumper against. An orange jumper with presumably white shorts would do enough to stop a clash against teams wearing a darker jumper, like a Fremantle or Carlton or whoever they might play. Yes, their orange jumper would clash against, say, Gold Coast or Sydney or those kind of teams, but that's why you have a mostly black jumper, and essentially this is a problem they've created for themselves. Much like their previous home jumper, their new home jumper doesn't solve any problems. They've gone with one that is mostly orange, but the front's mostly black, and then their away or clash jumper is also orange. So that doesn't make any sense. So let me know, guys, in the comments below what you think of the Giants' new designed Guernseys. What do you think of the designs that I propose they should have gone with? Let us know in the comments down below, and until next time, guys, we will see you later.